Hola culés, this is FCB Mumbai, the home of FC Barcelona and India, and welcome back to yet another match review. This time it's the big one. It is the biggest club match in football, in European football, in the world. Let's just get back to it. It is the El Clasico. Now, the last time Barcelona missed out on a chance to capitalize on the Clasico against Real Madrid, we were under Quique Setien, but this time with a new manager, a rejuvenated squad, and the youngest La Liga team, we've got something to go out and prove over there. Now, both the teams have lost their last games, I beg your pardon, and we've got something to prove this time. So, without any further delay, let's just dive right into it. So Kule joining me today on the panel are our very own Rahul Chalke, who makes yet another return. We have two new faces, not very new. We've got Rithankar Chaudhary and Ansh Kapoor makes a comeback. Guys, the biggest football club match on this planet, El Clasico, Barcelona versus Real Madrid, Catalonia up against Spain. A lot of historicity between the clubs, a lot of rivalry going on, a lot of heat between the players. What are your first impressions about this? Ritankar, let's start with you.
Obviously, the battle is obviously going to be political because we all know how it has all gone by. So yes, it's political because earlier it midway it used to be a bit about Lionel Messi and Cristiano, but the political rivalry has returned. So yes, it's going to be a bit more dirty, I guess, a bit more nasty.
The political rivalry was always there. It never faded away. Like for us, maybe it became more of Cristiano and Messi, but I don't think the people who are actually there in Spain and Catalonia and who are diehard Barca and Madrid fans, I think for them the political rivalry is still above everything else. So yeah, once again we are back for the bragging rights after losing 2-0 last time. Yeah, it was kind of not the best Clasico performance we had, but we lost 2-0, and that was under Kike Setien. And as Jude said, we are under Ronald Koeman now. So yeah, a reunited squad. What do you think, Ansh? What would be like this
Well,
time around?
the youngest squad in La Liga. I mean, I'm the happiest person right now. Okay, from the oldest squad in La Liga to the youngest squad. That's Ronald Koeman for you. I mean, you see the quick changes he has done. Okay, I mean, I would still give him time, but I think he's gonna get a banger in Clasico. All right, we are definitely winning this, in my opinion, and I hope that I'm not wrong. And maybe, yeah, I agree with you that 2-0 wasn't the best performance of ours. And, we were under Kike Setien, and maybe he himself was confused as well, as much as we as fans were. But I'd say that we are in a better position right now. What do you think, Jude?
I completely agree with you. I mean, as much as I love Kike Setien for his philosophy, for his dedication to being a Cruyffista, I feel he was a better talker than an implementer of football on the field. Although I really wouldn't mind as a coolie giving him a second chance. The board didn't seem fit enough to make that decision at the time they brought in Ronald Koeman. And boy, am I happy about it. I thought we would regret letting Setien go that way, but I'm really, when you statistically see your team go from oldest team in La Liga to the youngest team in La Liga, the talents are performing. You're no longer that dependent on that one player, the one best player in the world. It just gives you so much of hope. All this and the cherry on top being that Real Madrid is not in form and their star player is, it doesn't sound very good to say, but he is injured. Ramos might miss the Clasico. The reports say that he will make a comeback. I think Zidane's announced he will make a comeback. But I kind of want him to play just so that when we beat him, I could see the look on his face after he loses.
You
Yeah.
mentioned talent, Jude. And speaking of talent, what do you guys think about Ansu Mane, Fati, Pedri, Trincao? I mean, these guys have, really brought that sense of joy amongst coolers right now. Don't you agree, guys?
Party
Agreed.
has really rescued us. Party has really rescued us. Like we were in the search of the new Messi. Like we bought in Dembele, we bought in for the next Iniesta, we bought in Felipe Coutinho. But I think Ansu Mane Fati, he's not the new Messi, he's not the new Iniesta. He is the first Ansu Mane Fati, and I'm proud to have him in my team.
That was bang
Wow.
on. That was bang on.
Bang
I
on,
mean,
man.
people always think there would be a new Messi, a new Iniesta, a new Xavi. But yes,
New
he's a
first
very
Ansu
own, the
Fati.
first Ansu Fati. And also one thing, Jude said that Madrid are not in form, which I would like to highlight. Yes, they are not in form, but are you forgetting, Jude? It's the Clasico.
It's a Clasico.
Form never matters.
It
Form
never
never
matters.
matters
I
here.
would
It's
agree
all
that
about just
Madrid
taking
is
the done.
not in the Madrid may not be in the best form, but the Champions League match against Shakhtar. I mean, I hate to say it, but then the comeback was almost there. Okay, they were doing pretty good in the second half, so we shouldn't let our guard down. I mean, we know that they have a potential to make a comeback. So it's Clasico, guys. I mean, even if we score early 2 goals or 3 goals, it's not going to guarantee us a win until the very last minute.
Given that it's a Clasico, I think we have the liberty here to get a bit philosophical as well as emotional. If you notice, there's this write-up from a lot of fan pages going around that the energy level, the determination which the Clasico had like 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, that amount of determination isn't seemed, to be a prepossessing trait right now within the players. Like back in the day, you had Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo both coming off hat tricks, and that hunger to score, that hunger to win was there. In the previous Clasico wins, be it in a Barca win or in a Madrid win, it's not that one team has been better than the other. It's just that the opponent losing team has come off a string of a lack of interest in the games. Like if you see Barcelona in the last game, they didn't look that hungry to win. Even Madrid, when they lost against us, they didn't look that hungry to win. And I think
I'd like
it's
to tell one thing here, Jude. Not for Barca, for both the teams, there are a lot of new fresh faces. Okay, a lot of new fresh faces. So that chemistry that these players need to have, it'll take some time. Okay, now let's come to Barca. Okay, how many senior players do we have now? Jordi Alba, Sergio Busquets, Gerard Piqué, Leo Messi, and I'd say Roberto and Marc-Andre Ter Stegen to some extent. But from the the best era till now, we have Alba, Busquets, Piqué, and Messi. All right, now other players are new. I mean, now we've seen that Dest and Roberto are taking forward runs. They're trying to connect with the attackers. Sometimes they connect, sometimes they do not. They do not. But when you see Jordi Alba, okay, he might miss his passes to Messi sometimes, but then you look at his muscle memory, you look at his reflexes. I mean, that guy can give a no-look pass into the box and he can still find Messi. So that's the chemistry they've built upon for almost a decade now. But I would say that these young kids, they're bright, they're smart, they're sharp. They'll take some time to build the chemistry, but they'll definitely get there. The hunger of the Clasico that people are saying is not there anymore. I wouldn't say it's completely gone. It's there, but it's less to what we had then. Come on, we cannot compare these kids to prime Piol and prime Ramos and prime Casillas and prime Victor Valdez. But I would say that these kids will get to their level eventually.
To sum up,
That's
Ansh, I would
true.
rather say that that intensity is latent right now. It's latent.
Yeah.
Just-
Look,
Rahul,
what I'd say is, yeah,
talking about corroborating to what Ansh said about the muscle memory being a factor. Now, this La Masia products that we have in the form of Fati, Pooj, to some extent Conrad, who probably won't play tomorrow. These guys have a muscle memory, they've got a precocity, they've got an understanding of how football is to be played simply because their passing is sharp. They understand the dimensions of how the runs take place, how all of this comes into play. And you've got in players coming from outside like Trincao, Pjanic, Coutinho, these guys who understand how the system works and they actually are fitting in. Coutinho had a bad first spell with Barcelona. He's come back and he has shown that he's worth it. I would go to the extent to say that if Messi left tomorrow, Coutinho could take 1, 2 steps more and not make us miss Messi as much as we would have a couple of years before. Having said
Yeah.
that, on the day of the Clasico, we all know whoever scores can suddenly become a hero, whoever fouls can suddenly become a villain. I'd like Ritankar to answer this first, then we'll go on to Ansh, then to Rahul. Whom do you feel will be the two X factor players for Barcelona? Okay, let's make it three. The three X factor players for Barcelona in tomorrow's Clasico. Ritankar first.
See, Fati for sure. Like because every one of them will be trying to mark Messi. the midfielders, they will try to close down the gaps, they will try to close down the spaces. So Fati making those inverted runs from the wing, like playing as that wing poacher, that's going to be really crucial. Yes, Coutinho will be crucial because he will be the one who will be helping Messi out in the half spaces. And Messi, obviously, like Messi has to be the crucial one. No doubt about that.
Okay, Ansh, moving on to you.
I'll say the crucial ones, and I wouldn't include Messi because he is somewhere above and beyond, crucial. So I would say Ansu Fati without any doubt. I agree with Ritanka that a lot of players will be busy marking Messi. Like I don't know if you guys have noticed or not. Many players are marking Messi, and one pass goes to Fati, and then we have a goal. So in that process of covering Messi, they are missing out on our fast players like Trincao or Pedri or Fati. Okay, so I'd say the first player of being very crucial is Ansu Fati. Second, I'd say Trincao. Third, I would say Dembele if he plays, if he gets a good chunk of time. I am hoping big from this kid. Fingers crossed, dude. I'm hoping big from this kid. Ever since this guy joined the club, I always thought of him being the initial winger replacement of Leo Messi. Okay, and this chap has been so unlucky with injuries. Okay, I would also add that he's been unprofessional as well. But we've seen a lot of improvement in him right now. Okay, he's been training hard. He's been training extra rather. He scored a goal last time. Initially, when he came in the last to last match, I guess there were a few mess ups that he did, but I guess he is covering up and he will come back stronger.
He did
Over
score
to you,
an
Rahul.
assist in the last game.
Yes, yes.
So I expect a lot more in-depth stuff from Rahul because I've seen him smiling on all the names mentioned. Rahul, 3 X Factor players जो
I'd
ये
say
गेम का हाल बदल देंगे. कौन?
like मेरे से पूछेगा तो I'd say my money is on Coutinho. I said that in the last video too. Coutinho has been our best player this season. He has balled around the pitch in the midfield, making the strings of passes. He has been perfect. So yeah, first X Factor player Coutinho. Then I'll say Ansu Fati, as everyone said, because that kid is something else. And excluding Messi, I would like to go with Dembele. Ansh just confused me completely. I would like to go with Dembele, but I'm confused if Dembele would start or not. So I'd say a bit of a tricky choice. I'd say Francisco Trincao. He has been brilliant. He was very good against Ferencvaros in the Champions League game. It was his first start for the club, I guess, and he was brilliant. He just gave a nightmare of a night to that left back of Ferencvaros. And
CH.
once again, if he starts, Furlong Mendy would be having a bad day. I mean, I hope he has a bad day.
Just like Nacho
And yeah,
Fernandez.
these are my 3 facts.
Just like Nacho Fernandez.
Nacho had
Yeah.
cheese all over him with a salsa dance the last time he faced us.
Oh, I forgot to mention one X factor for Barca. Okay, I'm so sorry. Let me interrupt you. It's Rafael Varane. He's gonna score goals for us, dude. He's gonna score an own goal. I mean, like, come on.
And this could bite us. This could bite us back. Let's not do that.
It's
We'll
tougher
see.
enough.
Okay.
As of now, I'm confident on my team, man.
Okay,
I'm
so
pretty
X
confident.
factors, we have discussed the X factors. Now,
I didn't give
I
my
would
X
like to
Factor.
know.
Hey, hello.
Nah, I don't want to know yours, na, because you are already always right. So I'd say, Jude, more than X factors, I would like to know your prediction, man,
See,
because you got it
I
bang on wrong last time around. So go for it.
horribly wrong, horribly wrong. See, I agree to most of your points, but the thing is, I feel this is going to be a battle of the midfield because the players that stand out for Madrid in most of their games, they aren't really the attack, they aren't really the defense, it is the midfield. And given that Barcelona have a lot of talent now in the midfield, I think it's going to be a battle of the midfield. I expect Pjanic and Frankie to play a very important role in this game simply because of one, Frankie's resilience, two, Pjanic's experience. Having said that, 2-0 Barcelona.
Ansh,
I'd go with 3-1. I'm a bit skeptical about a clean sheet, but yeah, we'll win 3-1.
They've got Vinicius in the other half and Benzema. Come on, a clean sheet
Um,
is imminent.
I mean,
I'm not
I
sure
I
about
wouldn't
Benzema. I'm rather
expect
scared about those
Vinicius.
youngsters in Rodrigo and
Yeah,
Vinicius.
I mean, I'm telling you, I wouldn't expect Vinicius to score, but I'm a bit tensed about Benzema's shots.
Fair enough, he's a world-class player. I mean, but he'll
Yeah.
be up against Neto. So
Neto has done a fine job, guys.
Let's see.
I mean, he has stepped up, yeah.
I think more than fine.
He has been excellent.
To be honest,
He has been excellent.
I've not really seen a game and
Yeah,
said, "Oh my gosh, I miss Marc-Andre ter Stegen." And
exactly,
and not
exactly.
missing the world's best goalkeeper is a big thing. Neto has not made us
Yeah.
feel his absence much. Ritankar, your predictions?
2-1. A bit
Barca. I hope to
skeptical.
Barca.
Obviously,
2-1 to Barca.
obviously, 2-1 to Barca.
Okay,
Messi and Coutinho scoring. Messi and Coutinho scoring.
that would be nice. Chalke?
Hello?
Yeah,
Yes,
Rahul.
Chalke, your predictions,
Your
please.
predictions.
Yeah, can you hear me? I just
Yeah,
got
yeah.
disconnected, I guess. So
No,
yeah,
go ahead.
predictions. I'll just skip that part. I'm not going to predict a Clasico. It's not in me to do that.
You have to give
I
numbers. You can even
nah,
predict a Barcelona loss.
I'll
You'll
I'll
lose
just
all our respect, but you'll win some street cred.
I'll just predict for a win. That's it. I know we'll win. That's for sure. But I'm not going to give a prediction. It went horribly wrong last time. It went horribly wrong last Clasico. So yeah, I'll just keep it to myself for that.
So guys, those
You
are the
guys have given
predictions.
big 2-0 and 3-1 wins. So I mean, if you want me to say it's a La Manita, hope so La Manita. But then,
We all want to see the best side of Gerard Piqué lifting this up to Tebas, Bartomeu, and Perez as they sit on top of the balconies there. Hopefully separated because some of them might have COVID, who knows. Okay, guys, for those of you watching, those were our predictions. Now, COVID's been real bad on all of us, okay? And there were a lot of games we missed initially. And even when football reopened, a lot of the discussions within FCB Mumbai were about the screenings we used to have, the footy sessions. Everything that FCB Mumbai within our groups we used to discuss was about the events, the screenings, and the sessions we used to have. Mainly the screenings because that's where the banter used to flow like crazy. You guys remember the last Clasico? The screening we had, the DJ played Waving Flag, and we were bantering the Real Madrid RM Mumbai, I think. So RM Mumbai, if you're watching, hey oh, we got together arm in arm and we danced throughout the Waving Flag song. We didn't see Barcelona, we didn't see Real Madrid. We just saw a pure love for football over there. I think all of you were there, that right? That
Yeah,
that
yeah.
night for the
We were.
screening. It was
We
I
were.
was,
magical. It was
I was
magical. And
unfortunately I wasn't there.
it's okay, Ratanga. There's always a next time.
it's okay, Retankar. You know, those joint screenings are just more than just those banters. We probably shout at each other during the game because yes, the intensity of a Clasico. Come on, we know what that is. But at the end of the day, we chant for India together more than anything. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's always fun during those screenings. We are arm in arm chanting. But once again, COVID has been a big has just hit everything, has brought everything to a stop. But once again, we hope that we'll be back soon together, hundreds and hundreds of girls together in an spot. And yeah, I hope for the same. But what
Chalke, as you said, we all miss screenings, man. I mean, that was a time when we enjoyed. Okay, like I don't know about you guys, but I forgot all the problems of my life, and those 90 minutes was just football and yelling at top of your lungs and chanting for Football Club Barcelona. That's it.
Those memories of going home late night. There is no proper
Oh
Ola cab
God,
on the
yes.
road, no rickshaws. Us hanging out at the
I
airport with,
mean,
with sore throats. You're not able to speak.
Speak,
Hot
yeah.
hot tea running down our gullet as we reminisce in the moments of the game. I miss that a lot. I really miss that a lot. And I'm sure many of you FCB Mumbai guys who are
I
watching this video, a lot of memories come to mind. Do share them in the comments below. By the way, we'd love to see your memories relived. And as soon as this lockdown ends, we promise to have something really, really amazing. Rahul, would you like to add any more memories?
I mean, we were complete strangers, weren't we? But look at us now. We are more like a family now. We just share
Yeah.
everything. we almost share things, are like we share everything, don't we? It's not just about Football Club Barcelona, our personal lives and whatnot. So basically, FC Barcelona has brought us so close, and FCB Mumbai is like a cherry on top of that. Yeah, so whoever is in Mumbai and still haven't been to an FCB Mumbai screening, after the pandemic ends, I hope you would be there. So ping us. Our social media handles are in the description. Make sure to follow them. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and make sure to share this video. On to you, Jude.
Tankar, you've also been part of FCB Mumbai for a long time. So how has your journey been in like just 2 minutes? Would you like to, especially the screening part and the footy sessions part?
See, to be like, I have been really unfortunate to not be a part of the screenings because usually I when I joined, I was in Mumbai, but then I went to college, then I got transferred. Right now, I'm in Delhi. But I have attended a lot of footy sessions, and to be very honest, like they're amazing. Especially the beach footy sessions are amazing. Like, come on,
Oh my
the
gosh, so
the
how
thrill
did
is
we
different.
forget about the beach footy sessions? Those are the most amazing ones.
Come on, that's a different experience. Like, I know the ball does not, it is not like it can't be controlled very well as it is done on turfs. But come on,
I remember my
beach
mom
footy
telling
sessions are
me I don't get up for lectures on time. I miss lectures because of my unhealthy sleeping schedule. But when I see a message a day prior saying there's a beach footy session, be there at 6 o'clock in the morning at Juhu Beach, nothing matters to me. I get up and I'm there at that time, at that moment. Even though I can't play football that well at that time, I'm just there to enjoy and the beauty of it, playing with people who love Barcelona as much as I do, playing the game. And I think, as Ritanga said, he is no longer in Mumbai, but he's still associated with us. It just shows that
Yeah.
it's not just FCB Mumbai. The reason we say the home of FC Barcelona in India is because we intend to unite culés all over India, not just for the love of Barcelona, but for the love of football. Because we all, I believe, have a common dream of one day seeing our nation's players represent the country at the very top level. And when we see them represent the tricolor, the happiness within us, it knows no bounds. Barcelona is what we live for, but I think the Indian tricolor is something much more than that. What do you say, Ansh and Rahul? We'll start off with Ansh.
I can't deny you, man. I mean, I completely agree here. Yes, I would say that this is the home of Football Club Barcelona in India. And if you remember, Jude, we have been here since the very beginning, I guess. I came a bit later. I mean, we were what, 80 or 70 people at one time. And today we are a family of more than 400 people, if I'm not wrong. And the very first screening we had was just a handful amount of people, right? And the biggest screening we had was the last Clasico. I guess you guys remember how huge that was.
Yeah, there was no place,
We
by
had
the way, to sit. There was no
Yeah,
place to stand. It was literally a stampede.
it
And
was overcrowded. I mean,
we had
I missed out on my
700
snacks, all
coolers
right? It was
together.
that overcrowded.
We had 700 coolers together, and we did
Exactly, man.
not
That's
care
that's
that if we
huge.
don't have place to stand or we don't have place to sit. We just wanted to chant for our club. Although the result was quite unfortunate, but the feeling, the atmosphere is just something
That sense of unity, I'd say.
else. Exactly.
to everyone watching at home and to everyone who will see this video, please do like, share, and subscribe. And if you're residing in Mumbai and you love Barcelona, please do talk to us on our social media handles. We'll be glad to add you to the family. Also,
If
do
you
leave your
don't want to
predictions and anything related to FCB Mumbai in the comments below. We'll be sure to go through them and take in all your suggestions. Also, if you've got any feedback with respect to this video, any of the videos in the past, or what you want to see in the future, please do let us know. Till then, we look forward to the El Clasico, where hopefully Barcelona wins the money, gets some money. Till then, Visca Barça, Visca Catalonia, and as always, Jai Hind. See you guys.